Let me ask you something that might, well, shake your understanding of human history. What do you think was the deadliest threat our ancestors faced? Lions prowling in the darkness? Rival tribes at the gates? Starvation during failed harvests? The answer is far more mundane and honestly infinitely more terrifying. The cold killed more humans than every predator, war and famine combined. Winter wasn't just a season for early humans, it was a death sentence delivered slowly, methodically, as the frost crept into bones, and the body's warmth bled away into the merciless night. One unprepared evening in the depths of winter could end a bloodline that had survived for thousands of years. The difference between life and death wasn't strength or courage, it was knowledge. Specifically, the knowledge of how to capture, store and radiate heat using nothing more than clay and flame. This isn't romantic history. This is survival doctrine at its most fundamental level. And by the end of this guide, you'll possess a skill that kept your ancestors alive when everything else failed. The clay pot heater exploits a principle that early humans observed in nature. Rocks warmed by the sun stay hot long after sunset. Dense materials absorb thermal energy and release it slowly over time. This is thermal mass, and it's the difference between a brief burst of heat and sustained warmth that lasts for hours. Fired clay becomes an exceptional heat battery. When you place candles beneath a terracotta pot, the clay absorbs the flame's energy. Instead of that heat immediately dissipating into the air and escaping your shelter, it gets stored in the pot's structure. The pot then radiates this warmth outward in all directions, heating not just the air, but the people and objects around it through infrared radiation. This radiant heat feels different from hot air. It's the same sensation you get from sunlight on your skin. It penetrates more deeply and feels more comfortable than convection heating. The engineering is elegant in its simplicity. A single candle produces minimal heat, but when that energy is captured and stored by clay, it becomes a reliable heat source that operates for hours without attention. The outer surface of the pot reaches temperatures high enough to warm a small space, but not so hot that it ignites surrounding materials. Its fire tamed and controlled, turned from a dangerous necessity into a safe tool. In modern contexts, a clay pot heater isn't a curiosity. It's emergency preparedness. Power grids fail during ice storms exactly when you need heat most desperately. A few terracotta pots and a box of tea-light candles stored in your home give you the ability to generate warmth when the infrastructure fails. This isn't about living off-grid or rejecting technology. It's about having redundancy in your survival systems. The knowledge itself is the real value. Understanding how thermal mass works, knowing that you can create meaningful heat from minimal fuel, and having the confidence to build these systems when needed makes you resilient. This is inherited wisdom that connects you directly to ancestors who solved the same problems under far harsher conditions. They didn't have the luxury of waiting for help. Neither might you. If you found this valuable, subscribe to this channel right now. Share this video with anyone who takes preparedness seriously. The comments section is where our community shares experiences and modifications to these ancient techniques. What historical survival skills do you want to learn next? Tell me below, and let's keep this knowledge alive for the next generation. Winter is always coming. Make sure you're ready. Before you head out to prepare for your next adventure, don't forget to join our growing community. Tap the subscribe button now, just like you see on the screen, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a survival tip or ancient skill. We're here every week with new ways to help you outsmart the elements, stay prepared, and honor timeless wisdom. Your journey to self-reliance starts here. Subscribe and be ready for whatever comes next.